Now we are experiencing a true Indian summer where the time of year that normally the leaves are falling and changing color and it's snowing leaves here constantly, it instead of being a very short period where you get a big frost and then everything kind of dries up in a week or two, it's gone on for about a month now that we've had these absolutely beautiful scenic backdrops, orange, yellow, red. It's just been beautiful. Now what's really nice is we're having a wonderful Indian summer here. Like, I never planned on this. Who knew? But I'll take it. And even though this time of year normally we would be riding less and less, it looks like we're going to be riding more than we normally do. But we also have, and I'm trying to balance it, we also have, I'm setting up piece by piece the projects for the winter. And the winter for sure is coming. There's no doubt about it. Every time I think it's a long ways away, I look in the mirror and it's sneaking up on me a little bit. So we always want to have both. Any possible day we can ride, I want to ride. And days that, below freezing, whatever, raining, snowing, whatever, we want to have projects to work on. The whole objective is to stay busy, and in staying busy, you stay young. Let's look at me, for instance. I'm only 18 years old in my mind. Anyway, it is something I find important to stay active. I like to share that information with my friends. Some of them have taken it to heart. But let's be honest, some haven't. Now, in the years that we've done a full restoration on one motorcycle, here's one example, here's another example, another example, another example. We've basically put all the effort into one bike. Well, this winter is going to be different. We have projects pretty much for every one of the bikes, including the one I'm waiting for. And if you know what's funny, and I've seen this before, I've ordered things, and the next day they send you an email, oh, this is not going to be shipped for 2 weeks. Yeah, I wish I knew that before I ordered it, because you can obviously order it from several people. Well, right now I've got all the parts for the FCR muffler except for the clamp. And I may as well wait for it. I ordered a new clamp. Anyway, I want to get as much of this peripheral stuff that I have to do around here. Now that we don't have a farm anymore, I don't have to pick vegetables in the morning. The fish aren't eaten regularly. They eat when it gets above 50 degrees, and hasn't been above 50 in a while. So my workload is lighter, and it gives me more time to ride. Well, Luciano's back from Italy. He's got his new puppy. We're going to try to get up there in the next couple of days and see the puppy, visit with him, and mainly want to get him to get his H1 ready, and let's have a two-stroke day before the first snow of the year. And without the radar detector, we for sure would not be able to have the fun we have riding, or the money that we have saved over the years by not having to pay for those pesky tickets. Thank you, Mr. Valentine. We don't go anywhere unless we have to. And boy, do I wish I could get that on my other two, the RD and the GS. But so far, haven't figured it out. And this time of year, we save a lot of money not having to feed the fish. They go into hibernation, for people that don't know, and next time we feed them, it'll probably be the spring. And what used to be Karen's wonderful vegetable garden, we actually had a bad experience at the flea market. We had to buy vegetables. Every one of those was a farm producing vegetable producer. Now it's a great memory. And believe it or not, we still have a few flowers. Not many, but even where I ride, every once in a while there's a few flowers left. But we're coming up on the end of the season. But the end of one season is always the beginning of another one, and we're also going to have to pay a visit to Gavin's and get Dennis to mix us some custom paint to match this bike. But today is a riding day. I wish I knew when I ordered the parts for this project that they were going to be delayed so much. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. But it's happened to me before, and I always fall for the same trick over and over again. I don't know why. But this is the next of our projects. Oh, there's Luciano calling. So Luciano is so happy with the puppy. I can't wait to get up there, and I'll try to get some video. But today is an Mt09 day. And one final check of the weather. It says all the leaves will be orange until they fall off the tree. Very intelligent. the lakes in this area are also beautiful this time of year. Just beautiful. Now there's still some nice leaves on the trees in places, but not everywhere, that's for sure. Man, beautiful blue sky, no clouds yet anyway. Now even when I'm riding, I'm thinking about the modifications I want to make over the winter. I want to really make this bike my own, so to speak, like I've done to all the other bikes in my collection. And it requires some careful thought what I want to do. And as I said before, it's snowing leaves. Everywhere I go, it's snowing leaves. And they are blowing out into the street, and there is not a thing I can do about it. Because all the different variety of trees change at a different rate and at a different time, and we've really had about a month now and probably another month before you can see, even in this picture, the leaves just sneak up on you. And for people that don't have to ride over roads with a lot of leaves, it's challenging. I never get tired of riding in these little back roads where you don't even know what these are, if they're going to a secluded community or what. This one looks like it's pretty active, and most of the houses look like they're full year-round houses. But one thing about the MT09, it is really at home on the back roads, and it's even more at home when the back roads get a little slippery and twisty and leaf covered, and on some of these scenes you can see there's a lot of leaves. Now, because my rides go through several different types of roads, and there's plenty of roads that have no leaves at all on them, regular double yellow line roads, and then some roads like this where there's more leaves than places where there's no leaves. You get some of everything. That's what makes it fun. And on any given ride, on any of these roads, with that traction control kicking in from time to time, I often wonder, how many times it saves my bacon. I must have a lot of bacon in the refrigerator here. That's been saving my bacon for a long time. These kind of twisty back roads, this is where having the forks lowered and that quick turn in and making the bike a little more nimble, a little more weight on the front wheel, it really helps.
Now it is literally snowing leaves here. It's snowing leaves. As if we didn't have enough stuff on the road. Leaves everywhere.
Now what's really important to me also about the MT09, it is really a comfortable motorcycle. And for me, it fits my body shape, size, weight. And to me, 2-3 hours in the saddle, you just get off the bike, no backache.
I can't wait to start doing some of the work on this bike over the winter. The paint work. I even ordered a windshield from China. Let's see if that works out over the cold weather.
Now, I've been very selective about what modifications I've made to the bike, the carbon fiber parts I've made, and I've tried not to turn it into a Christmas tree where I just buy a bunch of accessories and decorate it like Santa Claus is coming to town. But it's difficult to walk that narrow line. Now, I found a really steep mountain road that I had never gone down before. I decided to try it today, and I put the ABS brakes to good use. It was really slippery and really steep. Now, I know some people don't really enjoy these back roads with all the leaves and all the slippery spots, but I find it very challenging and a whole lot of fun. And next year in the spring, this will truly be an evil twin. It'll have slightly different paintwork. It may or may not have other accessories that I've been thinking about. And it'll, at that point in time, be a true evil twin.
Now this could probably ruin your whole day here if that came down while you were riding by. I had that experience on the R1 already. Trees coming down in a couple minutes before I got there.
And again, I'm looking forward next spring, as I do with all my Evil Twin projects. I'm always looking forward to I have the illusion that I have a brand new bike that I haven't ridden on, and I still have the same bike without paying another registration or insurance. And all summer I've been testing this set of Michelin 5s, and boy, I have really fallen in love with them. And they are wearing way better than I thought they would. I'm amazed. I'm not even into the second bar with over 4,000 miles on them. And this was the top of that steep hill I talked about. And that hill was a lot steeper and twistier than I thought it was in the beginning. But anyway, even at that, it's time to head back to the farm. Or should I say what used to be the farm. See what Karen's got planned for the rest of the day. And start thinking about all the things we want to do to this bike over the winter. What a beautiful day, baby. Had a wonderful time. It couldn't be any better. So it was just an unbelievably nice day. Cloudless, blue skies most of the time. Leaves, snowing leaves everywhere. I think if you see in some of the footage, the road is almost covered with leaves on the back roads. They had a little slippery. Well, we have traction control and ABS. Anyway, they do save you bacon. They really work. Before I bought this bike, or Karen got it for me, I should say, I was skeptical about how good it worked. It works that good. It really is a bacon saver. I guess that's a good way to put it. Anyway, our Mt09 absolutely never disappoints us. And every time I ride it, I just think how lucky I am to live in this part of the country and to have an Mt09 and to have a wife like Karen. Well, we're all lucky, I guess, that we have this passion that we share for motorcycles and that we're able to share it on YouTube now. I try to post something up pretty much every day, and I try to share the interest I have in painting and modifying and making carbon fiber parts and having a bike collection where some of the bikes are as old as 40 years old, 44 years old, and having some new bikes and having traction control and ABS and all that stuff. I love it all. That's the whole problem. There's no part of it that I don't like. It's amazing, and I do love sharing it through these videos. So if you enjoyed the video, I hope you share it with your friends. And of course, I hope, most of all, that we'll see you tomorrow. And thanks again for watching.